So this screencast is going to show you how to create the wheel of your Automobox car. So this is a sketch of just the dimensions of our initial wheel portion. So we're going to create a sketch wherever we want, whatever plane, and we're just going to make a sketch of a couple circles. So let's use our center point as the center, and this first, I'm going to make this first, this outer circle, because that tells me that it's 0.440. So I'm going to put my 0.44 in there. Now my circle that's inside there, it says that there's a 0.05 distance between my 0.440 and my smaller circle. So instead of doing all that math, all I have to type in is 0.44 minus 0.05. And that will give me my dimension of this second circle. Now my bigger one, it tells me, is, it says it's 0.35 from my second circle. So this circle is 0.440, this is 0.35, so I can just say that the dimension is 0.44 plus 0.35. So let me, oh, that did not do the dimension. Okay. So let's do that circle again. Okay. So when I'm making my circle, you can't click, you have to write your 0.44 plus 0.35 and then click. Now my outer circle is just 0.05 bigger than that, so I can just type all that in, 0.44 plus 0.35 plus 0.05. And there is my bigger circle. So I have my two outer circles, my two inner circles, and I'm going to want to extrude them 0.57. So I'm going to finish that sketch, and I'm going to extrude, I just want to extrude the outer and the inner circle. And I want that to be extruded 0.57. So this is the outer base of my wheel, and I'm going to have to still put in the other portions. So as you can see, through here, we have our wheel this way, and we want to cut out these different portions of the wheel so that it looks this way at the end. So we have the inner and the outer, and we need to make this type of shape on the front. So the way that we can do that, we want to extrude what's in between these two circles. So the way that we can do that is create a sketch on this front face, either here or here. They're the same face, so it doesn't matter. And what we want to do is use project geometry. And we want to project all of these different things. So I'm going to click all of them, and we can finish that sketch. So that just means all these sketches that we made first, we can just project them and use them on this next sketch. So now we can extrude this portion, and we don't want it to go 0.57. What it says here is that we want it to go, we want to use a mid-plane extrusion, which means we use this button. It will come out and go in an equal amount. And we want that to be a distance of 0.05 inches. So after we have this extrusion on the front, we want to cut out this portion so that it will look the same way. So what we're going to want to do is make another sketch now on top of here, and we can use our circle tool anywhere on the outside here to make it seem like we have that sort of a shape. So we're going to put a circle, and we can use this little scissor tool up here, which is called trim, and it takes off portions that are outside the sketch area. So as you see, when I go over this outside portion becomes dashed with gray lines and the inside stays white. So if I click that, it's going to cut everything else out. So I can I can finish that sketch, and now I want to intrude this one 0.05, but I want it to go in so it gets cut out. There we go. And now how do I make this go around the entire outside? I can use my circle tool, which is what we used when we were making snowflakes. If I click this portion and I say my axis is the center, I can go around as many times as I want. And in here, we want it to go around 5 times. So we're going to put a 5 in there and click OK. And now we have all 5 of those pieces cut out. So you can see we got that sort of a shape for our wheel.